£67 million estate-linked corruption. Queen furious deals a fatal blow when deceived by Azerbaijan's ruler. The Queen's estate has launched an internal review after it emerged that a £67 million London property appears to have been bought from an Azerbaijan's ruler who has been accused of corruption. Details of the alleged purchase were contained in the Pandora Papers, which were released this evening. They alleged that the family and associates of the Azerbaijani president, Ilham Aliyev, have traded close to £400 million of UK property over the past 15 years through a network of offshore companies. Clients reportedly include the Queen's Crown Estate, which allegedly paid £66.5 million in August 2018 for 56 to 60 Conduit Street. The 8-storey office and retailing property in London's exclusive Mayfair district was bought from a British Virgin Islands-based company called Hinnes Trade and Investment, it has been claimed. Hinnes had acquired the building for £35.5 million in 2009, according to papers released by The Guardian and BBC. It said that the Pandora Papers showed how ownership of the company was passed from the president's daughter, Arzu Aliyeva, to her grandfather Arif Pashayev, who then placed the company into a trust in 2015. The leaked files do not show the source of the funds originally injected into Hinnes, it was reported. But it allegedly revealed disclosure of the company's shareholders, and how it switched between members of Azerbaijan's first family, could raise questions about whether the transaction should be investigated on money laundering concerns. Dylan Kennedy, a former UK law enforcement officer and director of the financial due diligence company Intelpool, told the paper, the onward sale of any property that had originally been purchased with potentially dirty funds completes the money laundering cycle, by providing a fresh paper trail that effectively legitimizes the proceeds. In this case, if the source of funds is shown to be questionable, the sale of a property to the Crown Estate is the pinnacle of legitimization. The Crown Estate said it had been provided with details of the ultimate beneficial owner of Hinnes Trade and Investment Limited, but no other ownership details. A spokesperson for the estate, which manages £15 billion of property assets, said, "Before our purchase of the building, we conducted checks including those required by UK law. At the time we did not establish any reason why the transaction should not proceed. Given the potential concerns raised, we are looking into the matter." Mr. Aliyev has ruled Azerbaijan since 2003, when he succeeded his father. The country has frequently been accused of human rights abuses, rigged elections and systemic corruption. A 2015 European Parliament resolution called on EU authorities to conduct a thorough investigation into the corruption allegations against President Aliyev and members of his family, following a series of stories by Azerbaijani investigative journalists accusing the first family of personally benefiting from state contracts and business deals. And in 2017, the human rights campaign group Freedom House also criticized the country for widespread and pervasive corruption in a report. As long as the ruling elites continue to enrich themselves at the expense of the public purse, government anti-corruption measures will have limited impact, it said. For centuries, London has been one of the world's top destinations for shopping, dining, and good living. And a development boom over the last few decades has only expanded the range of attractions. Visitors and locals alike have enjoyed cutting-edge molecular gastronomy at the Hibiscus restaurant, shopped on charming Sicilian Avenue, or stopped for a Guinness at the Gothic-style, 19th-century Bloomsbury Tavern. Residential developments with names like the Knightsbridge and Thornwood Gardens have sprung up just steps from Harrods department store and world-famous Hyde Park. When these developments are sold, the tens of millions of pounds that change hands sometimes make national news. But these impressive buildings in the British capital have one thing in common that no admiring passerby, or even a savvy local real estate reporter, would ever know: they are or have been owned by some of the people closest to Azerbaijan's dictatorial president Ilham Aliyev.